So we're working on retrieving, adding some pressure, switching focus when retrieving, switching focus from a toy that's tossed far away to a toy that's just dropped in front of her, adding a little bit of an ear pinch, adding pressure to the take it command, and reinforcing and balancing control from being controlled during a sitting position and retrieve into a long fetch as a reward, or a miss and a just tug game as a reward as well. So here we go. Okay. So always have 2 toys, even 3. Stop. Stop working. Good girl. Okay, good. We'll just informally play with the take it. Ready? Take it. Good girl. So that is not such a strange concept when I ask her to take something with an ear pinch. Give. Good. Take it. Good girl. So I have a give cue. The give cue means let go of it, and I will give it right back to you. I might let go of you, which is just the word let go, means let me have it, I'm going to put it away and we're done playing. Try to always play with 2 hands. If you only play with 1, your shoulder and back will hurt. So always with 2 hands, without leaning over the dog too much, because this is pushing them away. Try to pull the toy towards your knees and not up and down, because if they're bouncing and if they're doing it on concrete, that will be too hard on their joints. Give. Good. Okay, good. So my command give if she's playing. So if I say give, she needs to let go right away. If not, I'm going to be quick to correct it and quick to reinforce. So it's important that you don't belittle them and start just saying, like, why didn't you give it? You should have given it faster. That's just not fair. So just, if you give a command, make it happen. If it doesn't happen, and then reward them with that behavior that was right before it. So she gets a little bit stuck when she's playing tug, especially if she plays for a long time. She really gets into the toy. If I stop and say give, she might not give it. So I have to be quick to know that she's going to ignore the command. Just a tap on the nose, she's going to push away from it. Here, have the toy again. So that's a very important, just quick switch of drive and emotions, and don't let them just sink into the correction and think about it for too long. It's just you didn't let go. This is what happens. Now take it and let's play again. Good job, Kai. All right, good. Okay. Good. So playing with 2 hands. Good girl. Good. Oh, good. Only if they're older, like she's 1.5 years now, I would do the trade up for just 1 toy. When they're puppies, trade for a different toy. So if I wanted to give, I let it have it. Give. Switch for the other one. Good. Give. Switch for the other one. So the other one becomes alive. The one that she already has becomes a dead toy. That will be the beginning of it for a puppy. This will be for a more advanced dog. Give. Good. Take it. Good job. Give. Good. Up. Good. If they're a little bit more advanced, you can do a miss, which is just that. Give. Tell them to take it, but then you pull it away. Get it. Good. And then an easy catch after it. You cannot do too many misses, because then they're going to give up. Just 1 when they're 1 year old, 2 maybe when the time they're 2 years old, and not more really than 3 misses for the rest of their lives. Because the second miss, they're going to play with it a little bit more intensively. The third one, they're getting kind of tired and bored because they're not winning. So you're going to have to build up to that much drive. Give. Good. All right. So that's for that. So since we're working on sitting and retrieving and marking, have 2 toys. Okay. So I have 1 here. She kind of knows that cupping means go to the side. And this will be helpful if I had a collar on her. Okay, so sitting. Good. I'm going to stand right over her. I'm going to tuck her back legs under herself. I'm going to lift her front so that her front feet land straight and level to each other. Good. Good I'm going to start with just a simple take it right here. Take it, good girl, and a turn, and a play. Good job. And very smoothly, I just switch her to the other side so I can start the next exercise, and there's no break in between those two. Sit. Good. Tuck her back legs, her back hocks under her. Lift her in the front. Don't look at them. If you have a cookie in your mouth, that would be best. But don't look at them because they're going to be looking away. Good. Good. If I just swing it and she starts lifting her feet, I'm going to just lift them, replant them. Stop. Good. Just push a little bit, sink them in. Good. And I'm going to drop it right there. Good. Ready? Good. Get it. And I'm not going to send her, so she switched her eyes up to my face. So I'm not going to send her because she switched her eyes back to my face. Sit good. So send them only when they're looking at the toy. When you're doing a regular retrieve and you toss a dumbbell, they should not be looking at your face before you send them, because they're going to probably miss the jump, go crooked, they don't know where the dumbbell landed. All their focus should be out into what you just tossed, out to the toy and back on the same line in perfect roll, of course. So we're doing a little bit of a short toss, fixing her under feet, having a secondary toy in my pocket for the reward, the comeback reward. Good. Toss it. Good. I might toss it even from in between her legs if you have that option. So it comes from right under it. Good. Lift them. Sit. Good. Relax the feet. Good girl. Focus the head. There you go, that way. Good. Oh, there we go. A little crazy there. Good. Just don't correct that. Just gonna fix the foot. Good. She's old enough to know this. Good. Send your dog means kick back. Get it. Good. Up, 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 up. Good girl. There you go. And that way they're switching back and forth. And always kicking back in that takeoff so that you don't have the dog that leans forward. Like she kind of knows that a little bit. So you don't have the dog that leans forward, starts creeping. They're still sitting, but they're creeping forward with their body, which doesn't look quite pretty. It looks, the judge will start looking at it much more as a creeping movement. Sit. Good. So now that she's a little more intent, we'll switch back to take it, because now we just did a chase it away. Good. Take it. Good girl. That was cute. Take it. Good. No, take it all the way. Good. Open the mouth. Good girl. Good. Give. Good job. Ready? Take it. Good. So we don't have that yet. Ready? Pop. Good girl. So I might do a little bit of ear pressure and control the mouth, because she doesn't know to hold it yet when she doesn't want to. She only knows to hold it when she wants to. So there's the want to and the have to. Sometimes they have to do a little bit more have to, but you have to add it very slowly and carefully. Good. Give. Good. So that was a lot of control. I'll drop it right here. She needs to put her foot down, and I can push down, lift her up, push down on her shoulders, pick up her chin, so her front feet all sink in. Good. Ready? Send your dog. Get it? Good girl. Good. Okay. Good. So that was a very quick one, and I'm switching right to the next one. So mark, sit right in front of her, so we kind of bunch up all that energy. Sit. And we do a very quick retrieve with a lot of control. So let me do a long one now, because she just did a short one, so we don't bring her down too much by too much control. Lift up the feet. They should land straight. If not, just fix them. And we become a police officer of fixing it every time it becomes a habit. And then there's no other way they do it than the correct way, or the nicer looking way. It's a longer retrieve now. Toss past the camera view. It's not too far, it's about 20 feet. Good. Land all their feet. Good. Send your dog will become her cue. I want her looking out. Ready? Good girl. Good. Get it. Kappa! Papa! Good girl. And they get much more out of that quick little session of retrieving. She likes to shake it. Good girl. Wah! 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 bit of pressure with your hands over their head, hands under their chin, under their chest. Good girl. Wow. And if you feel like they're pulling and shaking the toy really well, hey, good. You can let them have it because they're fighting it and putting a lot of energy into it. Good. All right, good job. All right, crazy dog. Good. Sit. Good enough. Ready? Good. Take it. Good girl. Good. So I'm gonna go put a collar on her for a second. And the collar just kind of gives you that extra control, so you don't have to hold their hair or their jacket if they're wearing something like that. Good. So right here in place, I can hold her collar by hooking it up with my index, ring finger, and I can hold her ear at the same time on the flap of her ear with my index and thumb. And she's going to be a very mild pressure point. Ready? Good. Ready? Take it. Good. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Ready? Good girl. Good. And I can add it like that, or I can also add it with me beside her. So that didn't seem to work too well for her just now. Give. Ready? Good. Ready? Good. Take it. Get. Good girl. So I can just press the ear, move the toy away. She's going to chase it and bite it anyway. So you are just adding something new while she's going to do something that she already knows. So it's not such a strange concept. Give. Good. Ready? Take it. Get. Good girl. Keep her on the toy as she's playing with it. They tend to not like all this overwhelming pressure with the collar and the mouth and the spinning at the same time. But teach them to be able to deal with that. And don't look at them as you're turning. My face is out of the frame, but I'm always looking clockwise ahead of her and not at her. I know she's holding the toy. I can feel it. Ready? Good girl. Good girl. Good gift. Ready? Take it. Good girl. There you go. Get, good girl. If she lets go of it, just put it back in her mouth. Don't say take it again because you're not begging. You're just commanding. Good. Ready? Okay. Give. Okay. Good. Oh, isn't she crazy? Ready? Give. Take it. Good job. There you go. Ready? Give. Good girl. Take it. Get it. Oh, good job. That was a little bit faster. Ready? Okay. Give. Good. All right. Take it. Get it. Okay. Good. A bounce, and a down. Good. Because of all of that pressure, she's going to want to just circle away from me. So it's job, control. Then she gets to be free for a second and not have all that pressure on her, but she gets to do a job, which is a down. Then she always gets to chill by me and not chilling and thinking about what just happened away from me. Because then I have to bring her back, and that's just too much begging. So that's a switch of short tosses, long tosses, adding an ear pinch to a retrieve, which is something that she likes. You can add it to a food reward as well. And just adding a little bit of pressure, because at one point during their training, they're not going to want to pick up something, and you're not going to have to say it again. That will just be begging. So you have to have a backup plan. What are you going to add when they don't want to pick up something that you just told them to pick up? So an ear pinch will be fine to me. E-collar will be fine, knowing that they're going to go to the item and not just come back to you. So be careful of that as well. So always on a leash when they're retrieving, or always on a very short contact. Play with two toys. Have a give, have a command to let go, which means I'm done playing with you. A take it command. I'm just kind of getting a little bit pickier with some playtime now because she's a year and a half, and I think she can handle it. She's not going to show until she's probably 4 or 5. She's going to still do herding. So her mind will still grow up while we're still just kind of little by little adjust certain behaviors as she gets older. All right, I hope that helps. Bye, guys.